Luis Garavito, known as the Beast, is one of the most notorious serial killers in history. He was convicted of murdering at least 138 boys in Colombia during the 1990s, although the actual number of his victims may be higher. His reign of terror spanned several years, leaving a trail of fear and devastation in its wake. Garavito was born on January 25, 1957, in Genova, Quindío, Colombia. He experienced a traumatic childhood marked by physical abuse from his father. As a young adult, he struggled with alcoholism and had a history of mental health issues. His criminal activity began with petty theft and escalated to sexual assaults. Garavito's modus operandi was particularly disturbing. He targeted young, vulnerable boys, often luring them with small gifts or job offers. He would then take them to secluded areas where he would torture, sexually assault, and murder them. Garavito's attacks were brutal, and he often mutilated his victims' bodies. His killing spree went largely unnoticed for some time due to the transient and marginalized nature of his victims, many of whom were street children. Garavito's crimes spanned multiple regions of Colombia, making it challenging for authorities to connect the cases initially. Garavito's capture came in April 1999, when he was arrested for an unrelated assault. During his time in custody, police searched his belongings and found evidence linking him to several murders, including maps marking where he had buried his victims. Garavito eventually confessed to the murders and provided detailed accounts of his actions. The full scope of Garavito's crimes became clear during his trial. He was convicted of numerous charges of murder, sexual assault, and torture, and received multiple sentences totaling hundreds of years in prison. Despite his confessions and the overwhelming evidence against him, Garavito showed little remorse for his actions. Garavito's case drew international attention due to the severity and scale of his crimes. His trial shed light on the vulnerable state of street children in Colombia and the broader issue of child exploitation and abuse. His story also highlighted the importance of cooperation among law enforcement agencies to catch serial killers who operate across multiple jurisdictions. Luis Garavito remains incarcerated in Colombia and is unlikely ever to be released. His horrific acts continue to haunt the nation, and his story serves as a grim reminder of the dangers that can lurk within society. It also emphasizes the importance of protecting the most vulnerable members of the community from those who seek to exploit and harm them.